Welcome to another live edition of the Dr. Glidden Show. For those of you new to this venue, I am a naturopathic physician. That's ND. ND are the initials after my name. In order to become a naturopathic physician in the United States and Canada, you must complete 4 years of pre-med education, 4 years of naturopathic medical education at a fully accredited naturopathic medical school, complete about 900 hours of clinical supervision, pass national boards, pass state boards, and then pursue continuing education credit every year. I must complete 25 hours of continuing education credit every year. Most medical doctors need 10. Naturopathic physicians are trained in anatomy and physiology and pathology and diagnosis and medical nutrition and herbology and homeopathy and a number of different naturopathic treatment techniques, but our training in basic sciences is greater than that of the MD. We have more hours of anatomy, more hours of physiology, more hours of science than the MD does, has, or gets. The only thing that the MDs are educated more in, of course, is pharmaceuticals. Pharmaceutical education basically is what the MDs are trained in. The medical doctor is not trained in pathology of disease from an accurate representation. The medical doctor is trained mostly to understand how to use drugs to effect changes in the human body and, of course, surgical techniques. The wheelhouse of the medical doctor is surgery and trauma care. This is what they are great at. This is their strength. This is what you should go to them for. When I am elected king of the world, surgeon general of the universe, it will be illegal for anyone with an MD after their name to treat a chronic disease. The only thing that the MDs will be allowed to do is surgery and trauma care. That's it. Emergency room medical doctors will also be drug tested before their shifts, every day before their shifts, because according to Harvard University, over 50%, I think the number is 55, don't quote me, over 50% of emergency room medical doctors are addicted to street drugs, alcohol, or prescription drugs. Addicted to street drugs, alcohol, or prescription medication. Over 55% of the people pulling bullets out of people in the emergency room are addicted to street drugs, alcohol, or prescription medications. Now, if this were the case with the naturopaths, if this were the case with the chiropractors, if this were the case with any other health profession, we would be vilified. We would be shamed in the public square. We would be pilloried and tomatoed in the town square. We would be stripped of our license. We would probably be imprisoned. But when the MDs do it, everybody just throws up their hands and goes, oh, well, that's just the ropes. That's just what you expect. They're doing a really good job. It's a high-stress job. We should give them the drugs, for goodness sakes. I just watched one of my favorite holiday movies, Love Actually. Great movie, of course. If you've never seen it, check it out, Love Actually. Bill Nighy, English actor, plays a pop star. And he's interviewed on TV, and he says, kids, don't buy drugs. Become a pop star, and they give them to you for free. Well, kids, if you want drugs, just become a medical doctor because you have access, evidently, to whatever you want, like a kid in a candy store. Over 50% of emergency room medical doctors, this in the United States, addicted to street drugs, alcohol, or prescription medication. And nothing happens. Nobody goes to jail. No congressional sessions are convened. Nothing happens. Everybody just gets up, writes another medical insurance premium check, and goes about their business. The MDs get a pass. Yeah, but I digress a little bit, right? It's easy for me to criticize the MDs because they're eminently criticizable and nobody else is doing it. The reason that I criticize the MDs as much as I do every day, and I will continue to do this every day for the rest of my life, is because they exist in the monopoly. They are the governors, the kings, the emperors, and the queens of medical practice. Nobody holds their feet to the fire. Nobody criticizes what they do. Everybody thinks that everything that they do is the best thing that can possibly happen in the world, that the medical doctors own the secret decoder ring to all things medical. This, of course, is a mistaken cultural myth. Very much like back in the day, everybody thought that slavery was justified because blacks weren't really people, right? They're just animals. Blacks don't have souls. Everybody knows that, so we can treat them like animals, and that's how slavery was justified. The cultural myth that supported slavery was the ridiculous notion that blacks are animals. It was a myth. Wrong, bad dog, no biscuit. Then, of course, we believe that, well, you can't have a valid, thriving economy unless you have childhood labor. You got to put the kids to work. Of course, a similar situation is existing now, where transnational corporations are hiring people in Vietnam and in third world countries to work for pennies a day, making their sneakers, making their clothes, making their stuff, and then they import it into the United States. No importation duties. So you could argue that childhood, putting kids to work in the marketplace is still a thriving industry, just no longer legal inside the U.S., but back in the day, it was an accepted norm. We must have childhood labor or the economy will crumble. After that, of course, women. Oh, those women, they're not smart enough to vote. This was the cultural thought, the cultural meme, the tendency of everybody, except, of course, the suffragettes, a handful of brave women who raised their heads up and said, you know what, this is BS. Well, that's the category that I and my colleagues find ourselves in now. We are calling BS on the entire practice of medicine. You must understand this. This is the most important thing I have to educate people about, and you should listen to what I have to say. Your medical doctor may be the nicest person that God ever created, but your medical doctor does not know what's best for you. Your medical doctor only knows what they've been trained in. And what they've been trained in is not medicine. They've been trained in a particular piece of the scientific pie of medicine. The MDs are brought up inside of allopathic medicine. And because allopathic medicine is grounded in an old-fashioned, outdated, juvenile philosophy of understanding the relationship between the human body and health, their treatments are 100% wrong 100% of the time. So the medical doctor is trained in reductionistic medicine. So when the medical doctor sees an arthritic knee, the medical doctor does not pose the question, well, what is causing the arthritis to happen? What was it that gave way in the body that led to the arthritic condition? The medical doctor does not ask that question. The medical doctor does not ask the question, what can we do to cure arthritis? Because the medical doctor does not believe that a cure is possible. So the medical doctor takes steps to remove the arthritic knee, cut it out, put a titanium knee in, even though Harvard University has proven that knee surgery, arthritic knee surgery, knee replacement surgery for arthritic knees fails after 5 years. Why do medical doctors continue to do it? Well, I don't know why they continue to do it. I guess they're just not paying attention to the literature. And again, it's really not the medical doctor's job to take care of the patient's health 5 years from now. It's the medical doctor's job to do whatever they can right now and Damn the torpedoes, come what may. So rather than attempt to cure the arthritic condition, the medical doctor is trained to believe that a cure is not possible. And so their therapeutics are 100% engaged in suppressing the symptoms of the condition. So you take an anti-inflammatory. Does the anti-inflammatory get to the root of what caused the inflammation in the first place? No. You take a pain medication. Does the pain medication eliminate the root cause of the pain? No. So when the drugs wear off, the inflammation and the pain comes back, and guess what? You need more drugs. Drugs and surgery, drugs and surgery, drugs and surgery, all of which are not intended to cure the condition. And this is what we have accepted as the best medical thought on planet Earth at the time. These are the people that we have hoisted onto the throne of medicine. And even when their therapeutics fail us, which they do, even when their therapeutics harm us, which they do, even when their therapeutics bankrupt us, which they do, and even when their therapeutics kill us. Remember, in the United States, the leading cause of death is MD-directed medical treatment. 760,000 people a year are killed by MDs. Oh, that's just collateral damage. No, it's not. It's bad medicine. Even when they kill us, we give them a pass, because just like the slave owners, just like everybody walking around in the antebellum South, we are convinced of the infallibility of the MD. And this is the biggest mistake that we make. The medical system does not need to be tweaked, regulated, managed, or massaged. It needs to be abandoned. Stick around. We're going to Florida when we come back. I am your steadfast advocate for health, Dr. Peter Glidden. Thanks so much for tuning in. Let's see what's up in Florida. Hey, Thomas, thanks for the call. You are live.
Well, good morning. I'm sure glad that I'm still alive.
Well, yeah, me too, buddy. Thanks.
Been listening to you now the last 25 minutes, and I sure do go along with, I guess, just about practically everything you're saying.
Yeah.
Well, I just want to talk to you a little bit about my health. Okay?
Yes, sir. I am all yours, 100%.
Oh, I'm glad you didn't say all ears. I don't like big-eared people. Anyway, I have a real good friend that has helped me get on some of these vitamins and minerals and chemicals and whatever else here. And I'm just trying to live a little bit longer. I'm only 76. My wife and I are retired missionaries from Brazil. And I have a few little problems, and we thought you might be able to recommend something for it. So
very good.
Shall I just start out with some of my problems?
Yeah, so let's do you first. And I need to know, before we jump into the deep end of the pool here, what's your current body weight?
This morning it was 239.8.
And how tall are you?
About 5 foot 10 and a half.
Okay, so you need to lose about 40 pounds, would you guess?
Yeah, I'm actually shooting for more than that. I'm going to try to get down to 180, but I'm having a hard time getting my gun loaded.
Yeah, no, I get it. Yeah, okay, good. So, all right, that's a very easy thing to get on the other side of, and that's kind of, that is, it's the same thing from our point of view that causes weight gain, that causes high blood pressure, that causes arthritic problems, that causes, all of these things are directly related to nutrient deficiencies. And this is the simple fact of the matter that the MDs have overlooked. They've thrown the baby out with the bathwater here. But I digress. Okay, so line it up for me, Thomas from Florida. What seems to be the problem?
Okay, well, I guess I do have high blood pressure, so I am taking one of those little pills that the doctor recommended. Now, that's the only pill that I'm taking for anything of that nature.
Okay.
And so it seems to be keeping it under control there. And then let's see. I had tingling in my feet, like they go to sleep, but they still sort of feel like they're asleep. Now, this happened a couple of years ago, and when I went to the doctor, he recommended some pills, and I took them for about a year. That didn't seem to help, so he said, well, I might as well quit taking those. So I still have the little tingling in my feet, so I've been living with that, for about 3 years now. Yeah. But here, just about 4 months ago, it seemed like my fingers started going to sleep a little quicker than normal, like when I'm holding the telephone, talking to somebody, within about 2 minutes, my fingers start going to sleep. Yeah. And I have to hang them down and so on. And I thought it was maybe blood wasn't getting blood to it or crimping something off. So the thing is, my right hand now, the thumb and the other three fingers on it seems like they're still asleep, and they've been asleep for about 3 weeks now. Yeah, I know I do have an appointment to go to a doctor to see if they can do anything, but I want to see if we can do something through you.
Right.
Before then.
Okay, very good. Are you shorter than you were when you were younger? Do you have any idea?
No. Well, yes, I do. When I went in the Navy, I was 17 years old, weighed 226. I was 5'11". So
and how tall are you now?
About 5'10" and maybe a half. I've only lost about a half an inch. Okay. Maybe an inch.
Are you bothered by muscle cramps, restless legs, twitching, or little muscle tics anywhere in your body on a regular basis?
Well, there have been some times, I guess what they call that leg something.
Yeah, restless legs.
Yeah. Then I have to get up and walk or something. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I do have a little bit of that.
Okay, good.
And this tingling in my fingers right now. I'm sort of losing sensitivity in them.
Yep, also, I've got it. All right, Thomas, I've got it. I got a picture. We're up against a hard break, Thomas. You stick around. Hold on with me through the commercial break. When we come back, I'll dial this in to the best of my ability. Thomas in Florida, ladies and gentlemen. He called. Why don't you as well? Stick around. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Dr. Peter Glidden, your steadfast advocate for health. We're talking to Thomas in Florida. Thomas, are you still with me?
Yes, sir.
All right, very good. So let me just hit the ground running here. The main cause, there are two things that cause high blood pressure, but here's what I want to tell you before we go down that road. Medical doctors are inclined to diagnose blood pressure when someone doesn't have high blood pressure because they're just nervous and they're busy and they don't really care. So what I was taught in medical school and what I still hold on to is you do not have high blood pressure until both numbers on the blood pressure reading, both numbers, the upper number and the lower number, are elevated above 140/90. Both numbers must be elevated above 140/90 3 consecutive times in a row. If that does not happen, you have borderline hypertension. You don't have hypertension and you don't need medication. But of course, the MD doesn't know what causes high blood pressure. And so when they even see somebody that's borderline hypertensive, they put them on a med immediately. So do you remember what your numbers were before they prescribed the med?
Well, it seemed like once like a 158 or 159.
Over?
Yeah. I can't remember what it was over. Probably only about 100 or 98 or something.
Okay. Well, so do you have a blood pressure cuff at home that you use?
Well, my wife does, and I take it at Walmart every once in a while.
Okay. Well, I would get into the habit, because high blood pressure is called the silent killer, right? I would get into the habit of taking your blood pressure every day at noontime and write down the numbers on a legal pad or a piece of paper, something that you can have a visual reference for. Don't just store them into the memory of the blood pressure cuff. Okay? Because what's going to happen here, when you get on board with the medical nutrition program, when it is effective at normalizing your blood pressure numbers are going to start to drop dramatically because of the action of the drug. And then you would need to withdraw from the blood pressure medication prudently keeping in mind that the diagnosis of blood pressure is present when both numbers are elevated above 140/90 3 times in a row. Okay, so I want you to start taking your blood pressure every day on a regular basis, and just keep an eye out for that's the cutoff point after which you are effectively hypertensive. You do have high blood pressure. So the main cause of high blood pressure is not enough calcium and not enough magnesium. Interesting. That is also directly related to the restless legs at night in bed, the tingling in your feet, and the tingling in your fingers in your hands, and now in the thumb and the first finger of your right hand. So the first thing that I would do for 8 weeks is take a foundation medical nutrition package with extra calcium and extra magnesium, and in those 8 weeks look to see what happens not only to your blood pressure but to the tingling sensations that you have in your hands and in your feet. One of the things that can happen here is there are nerves that come out of your neck and that go into your arm, and there are nerves that come out of your spinal cord in your low back and go down into your leg. And when those nerves come out of the spinal cord and approach the shoulder or approach the leg, they go through a hole in your anatomy. It's called the brachial plexus in the shoulder, and it's called the sciatic plexus in the hip. It's kind of like a tunnel that the nerves go through. And the tunnel is covered by muscles that the nerves go through, like a pancake series of muscles. And if you don't have enough calcium and magnesium in your body, the muscles can constrict unnaturally and put pressure on the nerves that go through there. And this is one of the causes of peripheral neuropathy that you're suffering from, the tingling in your toes and the tingling in your fingers and now the numbness. So the first thing that I would consider would be deficiency in calcium and magnesium. And I would also ask around, find from your buddies or your neighbors or people in your church who in your town is a good chiropractor. And I would go to them for a couple of visits, tell them that you talked to a naturopathic doctor and that he said that the naturopath wanted you to be assessed by the chiropractor to see if there's a problem with your spine in your shoulder and or in either of your hips, because sometimes there's also an anatomical problem, like your backbone is stuck in a particular way, and that's also putting pressure on the nerve that comes out, right? You don't want to overlook the obvious. And I have to tell you, Thomas, a good chiropractor is worth their weight in gold. But you have to be careful, because just like plumbers and electricians and lawyers, there's good ones and there's bad ones. So I would ask around in your community, find a good chiropractor and go and get your shoulder and your hips assessed, see if there's any structural problem there. And if there is, a chiropractor can fix that lickety-split. But in the meantime, I would counsel you to do a foundation medical nutrition program with extra calcium. And so here's what I would recommend you take. Here's what I would recommend you order once a month for the next 2 months. Here we go. It's 2 Healthy Body Start Pack 2.0 liquid. The product is called the Healthy Body Start Pack 2.0 liquid. I would recommend you get 2 of those. 2 Healthy Body Start Pack 2.0 liquid. And 2 bottles of Beyond Osteo FX liquid calcium. Beyond Osteo FX liquid calcium. So that's going to give you a total of 4 bottles of liquid calcium a month. I would like you to take 1 ounce of liquid calcium in a little bit of orange juice in the morning, 1 ounce of the liquid calcium in a little bit of orange juice in the afternoon, and 2 ounces of the liquid calcium in a little bit of orange juice immediately before bed. The other supplements are self-explanatory for how to take them, or you can get in touch with the person who told you about me to give you advice about how to take the other stuff. But that's what I would do for the first 8 weeks. It's never a bad idea to get a diagnostic workup, but, because of the nature of your symptoms, I would hold off on the diagnostic workup for 8 weeks. I would give these nutritional supplements a run for their money and see whether or not you get any purchase from them. Now, that's the nutritional end of it. There's one other end of it that we have to address. There are 12 foods that we have discovered which generate net negative effects on the body, and it would be prudent for you and your wife and everybody in your church and everybody in your neighborhood and everybody on planet Earth to stop eating these foods because they cause inflammatory action. They generate inflammatory action on the human body, and they're not good for you, right? They hurt you over time. So you can get that list for free on my website, Glidden.healthcare. Just go to Glidden.healthcare, poke around. You'll find the list of the 12 bad foods. I would encourage you to stop eating them just as an experiment. Just as an experiment for the next 8 weeks. Your wife as well. It's much easier when you do it together. Take those nutritional supplements every day for 8 weeks. And halfway through the program, Thomas, give me a call back and tell me what's happening. And I'll be able to tweak the program up or down. Does that make sense?
Sure does.
Oh.
Now, I got my wife writing over there, and I'm writing, so I want to make sure that I have this down, and the person that helps me with this will be able to get this for me right away. Now, would you tell me again the first thing you said, the healthy things that's...
Yeah, it's called, it's a combination of products which are sold in a package, and the package is called the Healthy Body Start Pack 2.0 Liquid. Yeah, it's a long, ponderous name. Don't blame me. I didn't name it. The Healthy Body Start Pack 2.0 Liquid. You need 2 of those a month. And additionally, 2 bottles of something called Beyond Osteo, O like Oscar, S like Sam, T like Thomas, E like Edward, O like Oscar, Beyond Osteo, FX, F like Frank, X like X-ray. 2 bottles of that a month for 2 months, and Bob's your uncle.
Okay. Well, I think I have it down here now.
Yeah, it's pretty easy, breezy, lemon squeezy. One of the side effects of this program is that you're going to feel better. Your energy is going to get better. Your sleep's going to get better. You're going to feel better, generally speaking. There should be no negative effects from this program whatsoever. It should just be positive stuff. And the person that turned you on to this will be able to help you to fine-tune the dosages if that's necessary. Now, what about your wife, Thomas? We have 3 minutes left in this segment.
Okay. Well, I just wanted to mention that she has what they call interstitial cystitis.
Yeah, interstitial cystitis, right? So she's peeing all the time?
Well, quite frequently. She's going to say something to you as she's picking up the phone.
Yeah, I do that, but it's excruciating pain. And
all right, Thomas, hold on. I just lost the audio feed here. Hold on, buddy. So I'm not able to hear Thomas, but I'm going to tell Thomas over the radio what we are going to do for this condition. Interstitial cystitis. This is a problem with the bladder where the walls of the bladder have become compromised. And the bladder, it's a little bag inside the abdomen that concentrates the urine that the kidneys produce. And the bladder has walls, it has layers like an onion, and when the body becomes undernutrified, there can be irritation inside the walls of the bladder because it's run out of nutrients. And so the first thing to consider when somebody is dealing with interstitial cystitis is chronic deficiencies in sulfur-bearing molecules. Sulfur-bearing molecules, the same stuff that makes the ligaments and the tendons work. I would be quite surprised, quite frankly, if your wife also, Thomas, didn't have some type of a low-grade or even pronounced arthritic problem, right? Problem in the knees, problem in the hips, problem in the ankles, problem somewhere. So in any event, the first thing to do for 8 weeks, again, would be your wife needs to eliminate the 12 bad foods, because it's kind of like, if every time you put 10 gallons of gasoline into your automobile, you put 2 gallons of diesel fuel, well, that's not good, and it's only a matter of time until the engine breaks down because it's the wrong fuel. So eating the wrong food all of the time, it's only a matter of time until those chickens come back home to roost. So it's important that your wife eliminates the 12 bad foods as well. And here's what I would recommend that she do. This per 100 pounds of body weight per month, right? Per 100 pounds of body weight per month. I would give her the Healthy Body Bone and Joint Pack. One Healthy Body Bone and Joint Pack per 100 pounds of body weight per month. One Healthy Body Bone and Joint Pack per 100 pounds of body weight per month. One bottle of selenium, S like Sam, E like Edward, L like Larry, E like Edward, N like Nancy, IUM. One bottle of selenium per 100 pounds of body weight per month. And last but not least, one bottle of plant-derived minerals per 100 pounds of body weight per month. Let me give that over to you again. One Healthy Bone and Joint Pack. One Healthy Body Bone.
What would your life be like if you woke up?
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Dr. Peter Glidden, your steadfast advocate for health. Thanks for tuning in and turning on. Let's go to Nancy in Colorado calling back about air pockets in the eye with a follow-up. That's interesting. Hey, Nancy in Colorado, welcome back. Thanks for calling back. You are live.
Hi, Dr. Glidden.
What's going on, Nancy? So give me some inside information here. What did they actually say this problem is?
Well, this is from the Bell's palsy.
Yep.
She's had it twice before, but it's never affected her eye before. And you asked if she had been exposed to Novocaine or been to the dentist lately. No.
Okay.
But interesting on that, she had 11 teeth pulled at one time as a kid and her appendix removed.
Yeah. Interesting. Okay, and, so are the air pockets in the eyelid or in the eye itself?
I believe they said in the eye itself.
All right, so when you get air pockets forming in the eye, that's usually because of a breakdown in the sinus cavity. In the sinus cavity, there's a thin layer of bone between the sinuses and the eyes, and sometimes if the sinus bones become, structurally unsound, you can get air intrusion into the eye. It's a fascinating situation here. This speaks to me, in addition to the Bell's palsy, right, to be directly related to not enough calcium, not enough magnesium, not enough minerals, and not enough sulfur-bearing molecules. So I would treat this as if it were arthritis. I would give the Healthy Body Start Pack 2.0 liquid, one of those, one bottle of plant minerals, one bottle of selenium per 100 pounds of body weight per month, one bottle of the glucogel, a 240 count per 80 pounds of body weight per month, and the Good Herbs Bone and Tissue Support. 4 of those a month. 4 Good Herbs Bone and Tissue Support. The dose there, a half a teaspoon 3 times a day. A half a teaspoon 3 times a day of the Good Herbs Bone and Tissue Support. Do the CM cream into the ear canal of the side of the face that's affected by the Bell's palsy, and see whether or not that produces a change. Now, for the first 7 days here, I would max out on my calcium. I don't care how much she weighs. I would do 4 ounces of calcium a day. I would do 4 ounces of plant minerals a day. 4 ounces of calcium a day, 4 ounces of plant minerals a day. And it might not be a bad idea, why not, to increase the anti-inflammatory action to help the body put out the fires of inflammation here by taking Cell Shield RTQ. Cell Shield RTQ. I would do 2 capsules with breakfast, 2 capsules with lunch, 2 capsules with dinner, 2 capsules before bed for 7 days. Cell Shield RTQ, 2 with breakfast, 2 with lunch, 2 with dinner, 2 before bed, for 7 days. 4 ounces of the liquid calcium a day for 7 days. 4 ounces of the plant-derived minerals a day for 7 days. That on top of the regular dose of the Beyond Tangy Tangerine, the EFAs, and whatever else she's taken. That's how I would do it. Do the CM cream into the ear canal as well. Make sure that, you don't stick the Q-tip all the way in and hurt the eardrum, right? That's pretty hard to do anyway.
Right. And when you're doing that, what kind of response are you looking for?
We're looking for a remarkable improvement in the Bell's palsy specifically.
Okay.
A remarkable improvement in the Bell's palsy within 7 days.
And interestingly enough, on the calcium, she and her husband and her son have been doing this since the Healthy Body Pack and the calcium since last May, and she's the only one who hasn't had fingernails and toenails get stronger. You start taking this stuff and those start growing like crazy, but hers are still thin. Is she not?
So has she eliminated the 12 bad foods?
I'm not sure if she's done all of them. She's made a lot of changes.
Well, you want to double check that she's eliminated wheat, barley, rye, and oats. And it's not a bad idea if she's having trouble here with absorption, which ostensibly she is, to give her 1 or 2 of the ultimate enzymes before every meal. Double check the diet, Nancy, and give me a call back. Thanks so much. Ladies and gentlemen, thanks for tuning in and turning on. God willing and the creek don't rise. We'll see you tomorrow. Same time, same channel. Live long and prosper.
This is Dan Pilla. Do you owe the IRS money you can't pay? Are tax debts crippling you? I've defended people from the IRS for over 30 years. I've helped thousands, and I can help you too. I wrote the book on IRS settlement, and I'm telling you, there's no such thing as a hopeless case. Call 800-34-NO-TAX to finally get free of IRS debt. With the IRS's new programs, there's never been a better time to solve your problem. Call 800-34-NO-TAX. That's 800-34-NO-TAX, or my website, danpilla.com.
Paid non-attorney spokesperson Adam Pileski of the Pileski Law Firm with principal office in Houston, Texas is the attorney responsible for the content of this ad. This ad is not legal advice, and the choice of a lawyer should not be based solely upon advertisement. Services may not be available in all states. Attention Xarelto users. If you or a loved one took Xarelto and suffered a serious bleeding event, you may be entitled to financial compensation. Xarelto is a popular prescription blood thinner used to prevent blood clots and protect patients from strokes. These serious bleeding events have led to numerous cases of hospitalization and even death. Phone lines are open 24/7. Call 800-261-0937. That's 800-261-0937.
911, what is your emergency?
There's somebody in my house. Hurry, please.
A home break-in happens every 22 seconds. Homes without a security system are up to 3 times more vulnerable to a burglary. That's why there's Simply Safe. In an emergency, our advanced wireless technology alerts police up to 10 times faster, and your connection to emergency services can't be cut because Simply Safe doesn't rely on landlines. Simply Safe costs less than half what traditional companies charge, just $14.99 a month, and there's no commitment to an annual contract. Protect your family with the highest caliber security. Go now to simplysafedefense.com and get 10% off with free shipping and a 3-year warranty. Hurry, and you'll also receive a keychain remote worth $25. Try Simply Safe for a full 60 days. You'll feel confident that your family is safe or your money back. Go to simplysafedefense.com right now. simplysafedefense.com.
Feeling better than you have in years, and you noticed a difference in your sleeping patterns, blood sugar levels, and had a sense of well-being overall. There's something that is changing thousands of people's lives, and you could be one of them. It's called Heart and Body Extract. Sharon Harris, co-creator of Heart and Body Extract, talks about the positive effects of Heart and Body Extract.
What happens with the formula Heart and Body Extract is it's giving the body the necessary vitamins, minerals, amino acids, enzymes, and phytonutrients so the body will heal itself. And yes, the body does have the ability to balance blood pressure, balance cholesterol, clean and unclog the arteries. It can also work on balancing the circulation for diabetics. So the body is an amazing thing. It simply needs some help, so it has the tools to heal itself.
Heart and Body Extract gets results. To order your 2-month supply, call now, toll free at 866-295-5305. Order online at hbextract.com.
Winter has just begun, and are you already tired of being cold? How would you like to never be cold again? This is Dale with Fortress Clothing, and I'm here to tell you, you will never be cold again with Fortress. If you're tired of freezing your butt off, elk hunting, sitting in a tree stand, deer hunting, winter camping, fishing, ice fishing, no longer fear the cold. If you snowmobile, ski, snowboard, get Fortress. Sledding with the kids, shoveling the walks, shopping, or if you or your spouse get cold feet at home, get Fortress. If you're stuck outside working in the cold or find yourself in an emergency situation, get our winter bug out bag and you will never be cold again. Fortress is the answer, so quit complaining and go to fortressclothing.com. It's a mid-layer garment that goes with anything you want to wear. Enter coupon code RADIO and get 20% off any item. Go now while we still have inventory. fortressclothing.com.
We use mobile devices right against our bodies every day, but growing scientific evidence has emerged showing serious health risks associated with exposure to EMF radiation emitted from these devices. The solution is Defender Shield, the most effective mobile radiation shielding ever developed. Defender Shield blocks virtually 100% of EMF radiation from cell phones, tablets, and laptops, and starts at just $64.99. Buy now at DefenderShield.com. For 10% off, use promo code GCN. DefenderShield.com, the worldwide leader in mobile radiation shielding.
For over 5 years, you've been hearing about the Berkey Guy, so you may know a few things about him. For example, you are well aware of the superior quality and effectiveness of Berkey water filters and accessories. But did you know the Berkeys have had independent lab tests done to prove just how effective they are? It's true, and he can email you the test results. Just visit GoBerkey.com. You may also know that the Berkey Guy has helped tens of thousands of people get better prepared. Now here's something you may not know. GoBerkey.com has amazing specials and deals all the time on a wide variety of survival and preparedness products. Most ready to ship same day. Visit the Berkey Guy at GoBerkey.com and be sure to click the red Products on Sale Now button. You can always call toll-free 877-886-3653. Again, that's 877-886-3653. GoBerkey.com, home of the Berkey Guy.
Are your Google search results killing you? Unflattering content in blogs, news articles, online reviews, social media, or other sources can jeopardize your reputation, your business, and your livelihood. Let Reputation.com help. Our patented technology will make the truth about you more visible while pushing down unwanted negative content. Improve your Google search results. Call Reputation.com at 1-800-831-0771 for a free consultation. That's 800-831-0771.
By now you know that wireless technology like cell phones do in fact pose dangers to the health and privacy of everyone. Block-It Pocket's wide range of products are unmatched in providing the protection you deserve. No scare tactics, just common sense. BlockItPocket.com offers quality American-made options to alleviate and eliminate these invisible dangers. Learn more at BlockItPocket.com or call 888-315-9618. BlockItPocket.com, enhancing health and privacy. A lot of people's lives and bodies are out of balance. AlkaVision Plasma pH drops optimize pH level and get rid of harmful waste and acid. Just a few drops in water restores vibrance and energy and gets you back in balance. Now order 2 bottles and get $10 off your order. Sign up for monthly auto shipping and save 25%. Call 800-518-7615 or visit alkavision.com. Alkalize your body. Supercharge your health at alkavision.com.
As if chlorine in our water weren't bad enough, now they're adding ammonia?
It's true. Some municipalities are now adding ammonia plus chlorine to your water supply. It's a disinfectant called chloramine. But with a trusted Big Berkey water filter, you can keep chloramine out of your water. New NSF EPA certified lab tests show EPA Berkey water filters remove chloramines, pharmaceuticals, BPA, pesticides, bacteria and viruses, all forms of fluoride, and much more. Big Berkey water filters are the original and most trusted on the market, the gold standard in water purification. And our filters last for years at less than 2 cents per gallon. Big Berkey, the one that's powerful enough to purify stagnant pond water. Get your Big Berkey today. Call 1-877-99-BERKEY or click BigBerkeyWaterFilters.com. That's 1-877-99-BERKEY. Big Berkey Water Filters, for the love of clean water.
As the cold and flu season approaches, Silver Lungs is ready to help you and your family through the toughest of the year by supporting your immune system and overall health. From our best-selling colloidal silver generating system to our entire line of silver-based skin gels, nasal sprays, soaps, and silver solutions. Silver solutions remain one of nature's most powerful and least expensive antibacterial agents. Now you can produce your own for pennies a day in the comfort of your home using the breakthrough technology of the Silver Lungs generator. Learn more today at www.silverlungs.com.
Are you worried about your mom or dad living alone in their house? Hi, I'm Joan London. Listen, I know how difficult it is to find senior care for someone you love. That's why I recommend a free service called A Place for Mom. They are the nation's largest senior living referral service. Call A Place for Mom today.
To receive free information on senior living communities in your area, call A Place for Mom at 1-800-704-6182.
A Place for Mom offers free one-on-one advice from local advisors and a personalized list of senior living communities you can visit. If you have questions about senior care for your mom or dad, there's a place for answers, A Place for Mom.
Call A Place for Mom in the next 10 minutes to get your free ebook on financing senior care as well as free information on senior living communities in your area. Call 1-800-704-6182. That's 1-800-704-6182.
Hi, I'm Dr. Sam Nussbaum with the Anthem Foundation. Premature birth is the leading cause of death of babies and disabilities for children. That's why we support the March of Dimes to help mothers have full-term pregnancies and healthy babies. Join us in supporting cutting-edge research, treatment and outreach to help moms during their pregnancy and give every baby a healthy start in life. Learn how you can help at marchofdimes.org.
This is a healthcare alert from the Pain Relief Hotline. If you, a family member, or a loved one suffers from knee, back, shoulder, or ankle pain and have Medicare as your primary insurance, we've got great news. You don't have to suffer any longer. You can immediately qualify for a pain-relieving brace at little or no cost to you by calling our 24/7 Pain Relief Hotline at 866-389-0620. Delivery is free and all paperwork is handled for you. If you are on Medicare and have knee, back, shoulder, or ankle pain, don't wait. You can qualify to immediately receive a pain-relieving brace at little or no cost by calling our 24/7 Pain Hotline now at 866-389-0620. Our representatives are standing by 24/7 to take your call and rush you your pain-relieving brace at little or no cost to you. Shipping is free and all paperwork is handled for you. Just call 866-389-0620. That's 866-389-0620. Again, 866-389-0620.
There's one major factor affecting the health of millions, and most people are completely unaware. Acid levels. Soda, meat, dairy, caffeine, and sugar can all lead to elevated acid levels in the body. AlkaVision Plasma pH drops get the body's pH levels back in perfect balance. It's a holistic, natural, and powerful approach that will give you greater health, vitality, and zest for life. AlkaVision Plasma pH drops. Visit alkavision.com. Alkalize your body. Supercharge your health at alkavision.com.
Winter has just begun, and are you already tired of being cold? How would you like to never be cold again? This is Dale with Fortress Clothing, and I'm here to tell you, you will never be cold again with Fortress. If you're tired of freezing your butt off, elk hunting, sitting in a tree stand deer hunting, winter camping, fishing, ice fishing, no longer fear the cold. If you snowmobile, ski, snowboard, get Fortress. Sledding with the kids, shoveling the walks, shopping, or if you or your spouse get cold feet at home, get Fortress. If you're stuck outside working in the cold or find yourself in an emergency situation, get our winter bug out bag and you will never be cold again. Fortress is the answer, so quit complaining and go to fortressclothing.com. It's a mid-layer garment that goes with anything you want to wear. Enter coupon code RADIO and get 20% off any item. Go now while we still have inventory. fortressclothing.com.
If you or someone you care about loves outdoor adventure, then check out slingbow.com for some unique holiday gift ideas. That's slingbow.com, where we have some innovative new products for the archer, hunter, or bow fishing enthusiast in your family. Now through January, use the promo code HOLIDAY to get free shipping in the U.S. or Canada. And from all of us at Slingbow Industries, have a safe, joyous, and peaceful holiday season.
Hey, Berkey Guy here. Are you still drinking unfiltered tap water? Does your water contain chlorine or fluoride? Will you have drinkable water in an emergency? The Berkey Guy is here to help you remove these and other potential contaminants from your water, thus helping you drink clean, purified water. We offer Berkey water purification systems at the lowest available prices online. Don't go another moment without Berkey system. Over the last 10 years, we've helped thousands drink clean, purified water. Join them by visiting goberkey.com or call me, the Berkey Guy, at 877-886-3653. That's 877-886-3653.
We've had an amazing year here at Supernatural Silver. We've truly enjoyed the fantastic response from thousands of people as they've tried our extraordinary product, and we're thrilled at the life-changing results people have. Our company email is continually full of happy, satisfied customers who thank us for the help they've received from Supernatural Silver. This holiday season, as you think of gifts to give your loved ones, consider giving Supernatural Silver, a gift that can help provide good health and wellness, a gift that can change lives and make a real difference. In a world where we are constantly exposed to dangerous health threats, give yourself and your loved ones a fighting chance. Give Supernatural Silver. Go to supernaturalsilver.com and use the promo code HOLIDAY2015 for 20% off. And this holiday season, we wish you and yours the blessings of peace and good health from all of us here at supernaturalsilver.com.
Owe $10,000 or more to the IRS?
Get on board with the Tax Admiral. Don't take on the IRS alone. I'll cut penalties and reduce your overall tax bill. Sometimes I can even get it zeroed out completely.
We're an A-rated company helping people clean up their mess with the IRS.
If you owe $10,000 or more, then call the Tax Admiral.
Call 800-287-7180. Again, that's 800-287-7180. 800-287-7180.